I'll go ahead and click this. It's gonna
Let's do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Feel very accomplished with that.
So what we're seeing today is basically work in progress of building in public the tool.
Right?
You can
Focus. Be it professionally or personally. We do have a
True.
lot of things that are personal tasks in here.
and I called it Rule Your Day.
But we're going to show you exactly how the tool works, why it exists, the technical review, and kind of what it is right now, and then talking about kind of the future of Rule Your Day and kind of what our vision is for it. Obviously, we love to hear user feedback. It just makes the tool that much better.
Rule your day and make it simple.
This is Rabih Rizik and Brian Cato. So today we have we started something new. I'm so excited to share it with you guys, me and Brian. We actually partner up, me and Brian, in a new tool. Right now, it's a free tool. It's called Rule Your Day. Just want to tell you a quick story, and we'll go. Brian, you want to say something first?
Yeah, no, that I'm super stoked to be here. Having actually played with this particular tool, absolutely love it. And yeah, let's dive in. Let's talk about like kind of what started the tool, how it came to be, and different use case. So the Project Revival, give me the backstory. Tell me the origin story here.
Yes, back in September last year, right, at Legit Live. So I went there. That was my first conference Chris Walker did. And it was, I gave a pad for everyone that back then, because that's something that I use personally. And I called it Rule Your Day. That was the pad. And basically because, I have issue with focusing on tasks, and, I have a lot of tasks and I'm trying to be very productive. So I did some research, and I found like a strategy, basically keeping like top three, and Brian will be explain it better, but I showed it to everyone. And what Brian was like, he showed me a lot of interest in it, and he's like, thank you so much for bringing this. And
it was really cool.
yeah, it was very cool. And we had like a side talk. We kept talking like for a little bit, and it gave me a lot of motivation on, hey, doesn't have to be just on a pen and paper. This could be an app. And then I approached Brian to do this together. And remember?
yeah, no, it's super cool. And so we've got what we're actually doing is we're going to show you within the 25-minute Pomodoro. I had to back out of the last screen a second ago, but we're going to show you exactly how the tool works, why it exists, the technical review, and kind of what it is right now, and then talking about kind of the future of Rule Your Day and kind of what our vision is for it. Obviously, we love to hear user feedback. It just makes the tool that much better. But yeah, the idea here is that it's to be more productive, right? It's a minimalist, not even a task manager. A lot of people want to go with something kind of like a project management tool. That is not what this is. This is purely, here's the big things you need to move out of your way. If you've listened to or read any of Stephen Covey or Napoleon Hill's books, it's right. Focus. You've got your large boulders, you've got your kind of rocks, and then you've got sand. So order of priorities, and we need to be able to move those large boulders, those big monumental tasks that have to get done, that actually move the business forward, be it professionally or personally. We do have a lot of things that are personal tasks in here. And so it's, how do we have a better work-life balance through prioritization and focus?
Yep.
So again, that's kind of why Rule Your Day, or RYD, exists. Let's talk a little bit about why we're kind of rebooting the project.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we continue, I just want to mention that this is going to be the first episode. We're just going to talk about it, but the goal is going to have multiple episodes, guys, and we're going to build this together. So what we're seeing today is basically work in progress of building in public the tool. You could learn how, from Brian how to focus on tasks, how to be more productive using all the tools in the app. And plus, we're probably going to do some vibe coding and, building it live together. And we'll see what we could get. So go ahead. Let's go, Brian.
Awesome. So again, I think that's a great lead into why
Sure.
we're restarting. So the tool in and of itself, again, started as a pen and paper kind of little tablet. Fantastic. That like absolutely, I still have I think I have one left. I grabbed like a whole
Here we
handful
go.
for Rabih, but I have like one left. But having it in a digital format is really convenient, especially if you are on a laptop all day. So the idea here is that we want to reboot this again, as Rabih was mentioning. We want to build this thing in public, show people here's how we can leverage vibe coding, AI technology, and also being productive, actually building things that are useful, beneficial, and can help you move your day forward. So anything you want to add to that before we check this one off? Again, we got the Pomodoro going on here. So our goal is to finish all of our tasks here within the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Give or
you
take.
could decide whenever you use it. Like probably some people want to have one Pomodoro for each task. But for us right now, we know that we could help with two.
First episode.
So no, I don't want to add anything. Everything looks that's the reason we're restarting. And the tech is different. We built this a year ago. And now we're going back at it. And trust me, whatever you're seeing right now, that was about a year ago.
Yeah. And what's great is it's something I still use daily, but it's what we're looking at doing in building this thing out. It's just going to make it that much better. So current state of the tool, let's go let's go over that just for a second here. Really what we have is we have your top priorities. Now, one of the things I love that the way you built this is that it will not let you put in more than 3 tasks. So for all those people that, myself included, that have like probably 50 tabs open on your computer, the idea is that we're going to pare that down. We're going to go really minimal with this to allow us to focus on what are those 3 things that if I got those done today, it would move my business miles, from today to the end of the day. What is it that I really need to get done? We do have these secondary tasks. Which
I'm sorry to correct this. I was going to correct this real quick. You technically can add more than 3.
Right. It's going to give you a big warning. Though, and it's going to be like, you sure you want to do that?
On this one, you'll see it.
This is not a good plan.
Now, if you click on the ad tab, and you'll see
yep.
Consider
Consider
your priority. That's like a hit on the slap on the hand.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that. Bad choice. Right. So again, you could add those in there, but again, the guiding philosophy behind this is if everything is a priority, if everything is an emergency, you've established the norm of everything being an emergency and a priority. So what is a priority at that point? It kind of defeats the purpose of these are the most important tasks. So again, don't add more than 3. Secondary tasks, if you have other stuff that, it'd be good to get it done today, but it's not monumental. It's a secondary, kind of task. We can add those in there just in case that we get to them. And what I love with this is, so as we scroll down, we have side widgets, and then we have the daily timeline. So if we do need to, say, schedule something at a particular time, we can actually add a little time block in here just so we can kind of keep it top of mind for us. Now, in here, we also are going to have this kind of progress analysis. What I love with this is the way that you've built this, Rabih, is that it's very visual, right? For me, as at the time of recording here, we're at 12:35 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Colorado. What this shows me is that I'm already halfway through my day. It's a very visceral, kind of reaction to this, where I'm looking at it going like, man, my day's halfway done. How are we going to, and we still haven't completed any primary tasks, which are the purple, or secondary tasks, which are the green. I've got to really kick it into overdrive in order to make today be as productive and as valuable as I possibly can. And so again, we have different side widgets. We highly encourage people, if you have something like a feature that you'd like to see included in the tool, that's where we'd love to kind of vibe code this in public, show you kind of what we're doing. The only guiding principle on that absolutely is, bear in mind, this is not a project management tool. We don't want this to be another, PM tool, another Jira, another Trello, ClickUp. That's not the purpose
So
of this tool.
who would you think
This
used
tool
the tool?
is. So I personally, I use it for my own task management. So I do have a project management tool. However, what I find this for is, like, as a business owner, what are those big milestones that I absolutely have to get done? So it might be, I need to schedule a strategy session with my team. That may or may not be in the project management tool, but it's that top of mind kind of thing up top here, is that I need to get this one thing done today, or these 3 things done. So as we're kind of going over this, just bear in mind that we're not trying to manage projects out of this. This is purely my checklist for the day to be absolutely productive. And so, as we're kind of looking at that, and that's something goes in the bug list, we're going to need to save the changes. So we've clicked, and current state. We'll save the change there. And the project revival, we are going to mark that off because we've discussed that now. As you'll see, we're 33% done with those high priority tasks now. One of the other features in here is that we're able to take a look at the different widgets. I personally like a really clean dashboard. So there's some of these things that are more health and wellness. I think these are fantastic to add in here. And, if we wanted to, I'm just going to enable all of these and we can kind of walk through them, showcasing what we've got.
And this is like, there's probably a lot of widgets there. We shouldn't have them there, but I want it like the user to decide which one they want on there. So
again, it's that work-life balance and being able to maybe take the 5 minutes and do our memory match game.
My favorite is the client boxing one.
I'm totally gonna fail at this when we're doing this thing live, right? Where was that star? It was moon. Yeah, I'm totally gonna fail at this because we're doing it live. I'm like,
if there's
there we are.
All of it is just like, I want it to make you get that feeling of using the tool, even though there's a small widget games in there that will, make you feel better. There we go. Wow, that was quick.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, that's the goal of the widgets. There's something give you that. There's something I learned. One of my mentors is basically, when you trying to sell something or trying to create something, always think about how you want the end user to feel about it. Because you could remember, if you meet somebody, you wouldn't remember what they said, but you're going to remember what you feel about them. So that's why I'm trying to focus on the feeling of, hey, this is the space that I want to be in. That's my
Absolutely. And so we have the digital clock. And again, we can take a look at this from, we can toggle date, we can toggle, different locations, world time. If you are, let's say you have a global team like I do. This is really nice to know. Okay, well, what time is it in other parts of the country? That way, or other parts of the world. That way, if I need to reach out to someone and say Manila, it's probably not a good time to do that right now, understanding that they're probably sleeping. Pomodoro timer. I absolutely love this because we're going to go hard for 25 minutes, take a little short break or a long break, regroup, refocus, 25 minutes, just game face on, knock it out of the park. Let's go. Right. And so I love that we have multiple sessions in here that we can look at. Again, we went over the progress analytics. this I think is really helpful to just see where we're at in the day. And, I normally am logging out for family stuff by about 2 o'clock. So for me, this even is shortened up here, fully knowing that um, I've got, I only have about an hour left of my day today before we start running out of time, or I start getting into that red zone of it's going to eat into
Mm.
family time, right? Water intake. I mean, I've been drinking, I got my nifty water bottle right here. And this is something that has also helped me just know that I have to stay on top of that. Got to stay hydrated, got to stay on top of,
Yep.
staying well. I rest. This is probably one of the worst ones that like I am horrible at, but get up, take a break from the screen. And again, you can toggle this on or off. We just did the memory match. Wellness reminders, another one that my digital fitness watch is notoriously telling me that I'm sitting around and I'm sedentary and I'm at my desk for way too long. So this is a great reminder. Just know that it's going to remind you, hey, get up, walk around a little bit, get
Exactly.
up out of your chair, get up, get a little physical
You can
activity.
set it up. Actually, I
And
think there's a settings. You put whatever you will, like every.
45 minutes, hour and a half, 2 hours, 20 minutes. It's just something to be more mindful of, right? We get so engrossed, and I'm sure you're the same way, Robbie, where you get so into the coding or you're into getting work done that you're like, well, 2 hours just went by and I'm
Yep.
still here at my desk. It's just that reminder to get up, be a little more active, and just get out and do something. We've got the Zen garden,
I don't know.
just relax, you can kind of do your Zen garden, or we have
That's
client
my
boxing, you
favorite.
can stress relief, right? Stress points, just got 10. And then we've got the, the AI
Yeah.
professional scribe kind of thing, which is awesome. I think that's
If you
really,
want
really
like to
cool,
send like
right?
real professional emails, yeah.
Totally. And so those are some of the basic functions of Rule Your Day. The other thing that we want to look at here, so we went over the widgets. Rule Your Year, probably one of my absolute most favorite parts of Rule Your Day. So Rule Your Year up here. The idea behind this actually came from kind of the big ass calendar, or being able to see the entire year in one
Yep.
specific place. And so each row here is a single month. And what I absolutely love about this particular feature is that you can go in here, so we need to implement video training, and that's a work, or sorry, for some reason it's
Mhm.
marked as vacation. It might be vacation for me doing video training, but we have work, health, we can add different categories. And it really, being that this is color coded, it really drives home the fact that if we have a lot of yellow or we have a lot of red in here for work that we're planning out, assigning stuff to subs or reviewing monthly metrics, things like that. If we have a lot of red, we don't have a whole lot of blue, and we're definitely not taking a whole lot of vacations. Um, that could potentially be a sign that maybe you're
Yeah.
being a workaholic. Maybe you need to prioritize health, family, some of those other things, instead of just living the hustle
Yeah.
grind
And you can
life, right?
actually change the
Um,
tab of what it is. Like right now it's health, work, vacation, but you could actually
yep.
make it like, probably it's a school events or your son schedule or school vacations or whatever. I mean, whatever you need to change it to, you could from here basically. It's catered to whatever your needs are. And one thing I want to add to whatever you're
Exactly.
adding is, because you mentioned the big ass calendar when you shared it with me. I remember it was so cool. I love the idea.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why can't we have the digital as a board as well? And you could click on annotate
Yeah.
on the top left mode for up yep. So now you could actually write on it. I don't know if you yep, there we go.
Yep.
That's something that because I was thinking to connect it to a TV, and then have this all the time in front of me to remind me of
Absolutely.
to rule my year, basically.
Absolutely. And I just think that this is a really helpful thing for us to be able to look at, because oftentimes when we're just looking at a calendar, it's easy to start off the calendar month and say, oh, well, we've got 30 days, give or take, to get what I need done. What I do like with this particular format is that as we're looking at this and we see that, okay, we're at the 24th right here, it really puts it into perspective. And kind of why I have this marked off is typically in December, really like a good chunk of the month of December, most clients are checked out. There's holiday parties. My experience in having worked a variety of industries, be it enterprise to small and mid-sized business, everyone kind of checks out mid-December. Just, it's really tough to get a lot of clients to do that year-end push unless they are incredibly motivated. So I'm marking this off to know that, like, realistically, second half of December, a lot of people are going to be out of town, vacations. It's going to be tough to actually get things to move along in December.
True.
However, so what that leaves us with is it puts it into a little bit more visual perspective that really we have 2 months, and if we want to rule our year or even rule our day, this is what we have. You've got the kind of darkened out ones here. Those are your weekends. And this really puts it into perspective on how much time do you actually have before
Nothing.
the next quarter, year end, the rest of the month, right? Whatever the case is. And for me, it just really kind of solidifies, like, if I'm not making the most out of every day, I mean, here we are on the 24th. We've got, couple days here, weekend, couple days, right? We've got, we've got very limited amounts of time that we can actually go in and get work done, be productive. And if we're not making the most out of that, this second half of December is going to come along and you're going to wonder where the year went. Right. So
That's
to
great.
me, this is just a fantastic addition to kind of what we've got. Yep. We'll have to, there's a little bug. We'll just jot that down.
Yeah.
And then the last one that I want to, and I'm just going to mark this guy off real quick as we save it, is the daily exports. So one of the other things that I like doing with my team is that I have every one of my team members open this up on their computer and fill this out, right? It's the 3 major tasks that they need to get done in that particular day. Now, up top here, you can export a PDF or CSV. Personally, what I like doing with that, because I kind of like feeling like I've accomplished something beyond when we actually close this out. It's going to give us nice confetti bursts and make me feel good about actually getting stuff done. But I'll have my team either export the CSV or export a PDF, and then I can upload that into, say, ChatGPT, Claude, and actually graph out what that progress looks like over time. So I think that that's a really helpful feature for me, especially when I've got new employees or we're doing any kind of onboarding. It helps me really drive home the fact that, like, look, we are a high production, high functioning team. And in order for us to do that, we've got to know exactly what moves the needle day in and day out by focusing on the right things. So anything else you want to add to technical review before we close this out? I know that there's a lot of things that, like I had mentioned, we can export this to ChatGPT, we can export it into Claude. What other things would you potentially use with this?
I'm actually, when you say it, I want it, like, add it to our roadmap, basically have it into building the database and building that dashboard inside Rule Your Day, basically. So this way you don't have to go and pull it and put it somewhere else. But that could be something that we could build, and having like productivity or points or something, achievement, or
I like that. Gamify it a little bit, right?
Gamify it.
Make you feel good.
Exactly. There's one more thing really quick. We mentioned in the Rule Your Year how we could put personal and the life balance,
Yeah.
family. You could actually on this one as well on top priority, if you go to the edit any of the tasks on one of the tasks.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Uh,
let's go back over here. We'll have to restart our Pomodoro. I've kind of got eyes on that, but
yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
looks like a
So
persistent
if you
thing that we
click the
want to look
pen
at.
right here, that's color coded to, if you see the work and you change that work to like family or, and then when you save it, it's color coded. So you know what tasks that you have for
Love it.
health, and it's just keep that life balance too, like life work balance.
Absolutely love it. That is really, really cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll mark that one off. I know just looking, I'm kind of looking at secondary clocks and stuff like that. We've got about 10 minutes here. So
Okay.
we'll just envision that this is actually a little closer to, giving us 10 minutes left. So let's talk a little bit about next steps. So as you were mentioning, Rabih, we're going to do upcoming videos. We're going to talk a little bit about, vibe coding this in public, building this out. Obviously taking any kind of feedback, bringing that in, and really kind of making this the tool that people can go to for productivity and simple, like minimalist productivity. Again, we don't want bells and whistles. We're not trying to get a lot of distractions. This is 100% focus.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
I think going over upcoming videos and talking with people about like what do you guys want to see. So anyone watching this in the replay, again, if you're on YouTube, down
Yep.
there, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff. If you're on Facebook, like, comment. Well, we do want to hear from you in kind of
Absolutely.
helping shape this tool into what it is. I've personally tested out a few different productivity tools, and again, the thing that I find with this, perhaps a little bias on it, but I think that the minimalist approach to this, not being distracted by having a bunch of tools all over the place or anything like that, that really, really is beneficial for me to be able to see like this is 100% focus and getting tasks done that move the needle for you. So, next episodes, we want to know, what do you want to know? What features? We want to hear from you. And I think that having that feedback is really going to help shape this tool into something that people can get value out of it and really leverage for their own benefit. What else would you want to add,
No,
Rabih?
I know our goal when we started this is basically building in public and and having people helping us shaping it where we want it. Now we're calling it episodes, so you might learn how to be more productive from our videos, or you're probably going to learn how to code or how to build products and how we put them in the market. This could be going up, how we're gonna switch it to the authentication, how we're gonna monetize this, and then how we're gonna market and how we're gonna put it in the market. So I don't know. I just feel that that's the main goal for it, but we're gonna build on and just what do I call it, like freestyle it basically.
Yeah. Well, and I think the other thing and why, we'll have to take a look at the Pomodoro here, but one of the reasons why we wanted to keep this to the 25-minute mark with the Pomodoro is we want to showcase that, look, we actually use this tool. It's something that we do to be highly productive. And if you're following these same kind of things, that it's amazing. Those little things stack up day after day after day. If you were productive today, you knocked out those big milestones. You did the same thing tomorrow, and the day after that. At the end of the week, you're going to be amazed at how many things you actually did and how less distracted you are, instead of running over to Facebook or running over to Instagram or going and checking social or getting caught in whatever, like news or surfing the web, fill in the blank. When you're focused on the tasks that need to be done, it's amazing what you're able to accomplish. And then having a little bit of a reminder, again, something here that, again, we know 67%, we're done. As soon as we click this button here, we're going to call it a wrap for this particular episode. But I think that I'm really excited about the future of this project. we'd love to hear from every one of you down in the comments below, and let us know kind of what you're interested in. With that, like, I'll go ahead and click this. It's gonna
Let's do it. Let's
do it. All right.
Yeah.
Feel very accomplished with that. And if you want, share your wins, tag us on X, share it on social, tag us, let us know what your thoughts are. All right.
Yeah,
And with
absolutely.
that, we'll call it an episode.
Well, yes, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Rule your day and make it simple.